was just, I thought, a Easter celebration. So that was good. And then we had a big event with a good number of children participating in that. Anyway, so it was all in all, it was a good point, Easter celebration as we move into the liturgical year of Easter in the church. So this week is usually kind of a slow week for the church as we rest up from the Easter celebration. There is no wow meal this evening. Don't forget that. My theology discussion group wrapped up our book, The Last Week by Marcus Borg and John Dominic Crossan last Wednesday, and so we're going to take a little break, maybe for a month or two, and then we'll start something up again in a little while. But however, tomorrow morning at 9:30 is Coffee with Ken at the 1887 Cafe on the Bethel campus, 9:30 to 10:30 ish. So if you can make that would be great. As you know, we gather together out there on Thursday mornings just to connect, just to build relationships, just to get to know each other better, to know what's going on in our journey of life and faith. And no agenda, no study, no curriculum, just time to get together with our favorite morning beverage and just visit. So if you'd like to take that in, 9:30 Thursday mornings at 1887 Cafe on the Bethel College campus. This coming Sunday, we're going to do something a little different. There's a tradition in the church that dates actually quite a ways back, and it's called Holy Humor Sunday. It kind of started with the idea that in some ways, through the death and resurrection of Jesus, that God tricked the evil powers of the world and raised Jesus up after they thought they had won, after they thought oppression and domination and violence had won. God raised Jesus up, and so it's a time to reflect on that. And so we'll do some different things Sunday. It'll be a service, hopefully filled with joy, laughter, humor, etc. I'm inviting everyone, if you feel comfortable, everyone to wear fun clothes of some kind, funny hat, funny shoes, whatever you want. It's just going to be a joyful day, a lighthearted day, if you will. So that's this coming Sunday, 10 o'clock in the sanctuary for a traditional Holy Humor Sunday morning, or online at 10 o'clock as well. You can find the link for that on our website, and then 11:15 in the fellowship hall as well. And so that's what we're going to deal with. It's not always easy selecting a scripture passage. Trudy got me a book that I've almost finished reading. I can't remember now the title of the book, but anyway, it deals with humor in the faith, and they use scripture passages. The scripture passage I chose for this coming Sunday actually isn't in the book as one he cites, but somehow I can see some possible humor in it. It's the story of Thomas. Many of us are familiar with that. The disciples are hiding in a locked room for fear of the authorities. Jesus appears. Thomas is not with them, and then Jesus leaves. Thomas comes back. The disciples tell him that Jesus was there, and he basically doesn't believe him. So then Jesus comes back another time when Thomas is there. So anyway, so I titled my sermon, "Is This a Joke?" And somehow I can imagine maybe some humor in the midst of that. I mean, I've always preached this passage as a serious, not as a humorous passage, but as a serious one. Which, of course, it is serious to one degree or another. But at the same time, there's part of me that, as I pondered this coming Sunday and Holy Humor Sunday, and I haven't done this service for a long time, that maybe there was some humor in there when Thomas said, I'm not going to believe you guys. You guys are pulling a trick on me until I can see him, until I can touch him, and maybe even some humor in the interaction between Jesus and Thomas when Jesus appears again. So anyway, it'll be a challenge for the preacher, certainly this coming Sunday. But I think it'll be an interesting and a fun service. So I hope you can take that in. And remember, if you wish, wear something a little silly. I think sometimes, I think there are days when I should use I language, when I can take myself too seriously, when I can even take my study and my sermon preparation, etc., a little too seriously. And sometimes I think we need to lighten up a little bit for our own good. So anyway, I hope you can take that in. So anyway, that's what's coming up. Of course, we're getting ready to do a family outing, a church outing to a Wind Surge game in Wichita, baseball game in Wichita in June. We're also going to have a block party the first part of June, and school's out block party with a live band. Blue Eyed Soul from Wichita will be playing. Anyway, there's a lot of exciting things coming up, a lot of activities that we can all get involved in and take part in, and continue to build our community of faith. So I hope you can take all of that in, and it's good to see you, whether you are watching live in this moment or whether you pick this video up a little later. Thank you for being here. I am looking at the camera now because I'm stopped. I pulled over to stop so I can close this video down without running off the road. So anyway, don't worry, I'm not driving at this moment. So anyway, thanks for being here. It's a beautiful windy day. So it's a little cool out, but it's a pretty day for a windy day. So anyway, thanks for being here. Here at Trinity Heights United Methodist Church, where we always strive to be a light and to love one another, every single other, until there are no others, only one beloved community of all. Thank you for sharing your time with me on this Wednesday. Goodbye, and God bless.